This is the second appetizer week, and all along I've been planning to make my Philly pimento cheese spread. And I got on the internet the other day to see what Paula Dean had for us this week, and guess what? She had a pimento cheese dip. And at first I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? And I just decided that sometimes it's not all about the recipe. Sometimes it's about the story and the tradition behind the recipe. And so I decided to go ahead. I watched Paula Dean's. She does hers a little differently than I do mine. And I decided to go ahead and do mine. I learned how to make pimento cheese spread from my sister. I didn't like pimento cheese. And she said, no, you have to eat my homemade pimento cheese. And so I put a Philadelphia cream cheese twist on Manda's pimento cheese. So here's how we do it. I've got 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. I've got it softened. Then I've got 8 ounces of Kraft Sharp cheddar cheese. And Amanda always said, you got to grate it yourself. It doesn't mix up as good. You can't buy the already grated. It's one step in an easy process. It just takes you just a little bit longer. So then you just stir it up. And I know that some people drain their pimentos. Because of the cream cheese in it, it needs to be a little more liquidy. So I just drop my pimentos with the juice down in there. So I've mainly got my cheese and pimentos incorporated, but to make it just a little tastier, I'm going to add a couple of spoonfuls of mayonnaise. I just eyeball it. A couple of spoonfuls of real mayonnaise. Then I add a dash of Worcestershire sauce. I add a dash of lemon and pepper seasoning. And just a tiny bit of garlic. And then I mix that together. And now we need to add the last ingredient, which is about a 1/4 cup of onions. You see my bowl is frosted. I had them in the freezer, because that way they won't be so strong while I'm trying to stir them up. I noticed that Paula had a good tip this week on wearing goggles, but I didn't have any fancy Paula Dean goggles to wear today, so that kind of hurt me. Now that all of the ingredients are incorporated, I'm going to use croissants this time. Sometimes I use specialty bread from our local bakery. They have a really good cheddar jalapeno bread. Sometimes I use that. Sometimes I use plain wheat or plain white bread. It really depends on who I'm serving. Here's the finished product, Corey's Philadelphia cream cheese twist on Manda's pimento cheese tea sandwiches.